Chapter 1. Suggestion. Listening section, Practice 2. Directions. In this section, you will hear some incomplete dialogues followed by 5 responses spoken in English. The dialogues and the responses will be spoken just once. They will not be printed in your test book, so you must listen carefully. You are to choose the best response to each dialogue. Now, listen to a sample question. You will hear,
"What shall we do now?"
what is the best response to the man's question? A. It's time to relax. B. I will do it alone. C. Really? What had happened? D. Of course. Everything is okay. E. Why don't we watch a movie?
The best response to the question is, why don't we watch a movie? Therefore, you should choose answer E. Number 1. I don't know what to buy for my dad's birthday, Jen.
What is the best response to the man's statement?
A. Let's see Dad. B. Happy birthday, Dad. C. Why don't you give him a painting? D. You're eating out for Dad's birthday. E. Really, I was so happy when your dad came. Number 2. I don't know what I have to get for my sister's graduation.
What is the best response to the man's statement? A. What is she doing after graduation? B. Why don't you buy her some CDs? C. She should go to the university. D. She is absolutely smart. E. She is the best student. Number 3. I don't know when we should tell her the bad news.
What is the best response to the woman's statement? A. It is very terrible. B. You did a good job. C. It is not important, is it? D. Let's talk to her tonight. E. I don't know what happened.
Number 4. What time shall we go?
What is the best response to the woman's question? A. I will go with him. B. I don't want to buy a clock. C. I don't know what time it is. D. Do you know what we are doing? E. Shall we go early in the morning? Number 5. I don't know what to write for the writing project.
What is the best response to the man's statement? A. Perhaps you could write about tourist attractions in your town. B. I don't have anything to write. C. Of course, it's not my project. D. I'm writing the project report. E. It's my pleasure. Number 6. I ordered a new printer last week, but it hasn't arrived yet.
What is the best response to the woman's statement? A. The printer is broken. B. The printer is pretty good. C. The printer is out of order. D. I want to print my writing project. E. Why don't you call the company? Number 7. I have an interview next week. I'm worried about getting there on time because the traffic is so bad.
What is the best response to the man's statement? A. The interview is important. B. I know the time is very tight. C. Good luck with your interview. D. I don't know what to say in the interview. E. I suggest you ride your motorcycle. It is faster. Number 8. I'm very hopeless. I don't have any job yet. I really need some work.
What is the best response to the woman's statement? A. Maybe you should look for temporary work. It's often easier to find. B. Thanks. You're really a hard-working woman. C. I don't want to see you at work. D. You're really unlucky. E. I absolutely disagree. Number 9. I have to present our new product tomorrow, but I don't know a lot about it.
What is the best response to the man's statement? A. It's a perfect product. B. I want you to present it alone. C. I'm sorry, I won't come to your presentation session. D. Why don't you go to your company website and do some research about it? E. I can't wait to hear your stimulating presentation and ask you a few questions. Number 10. I'm nervous about the final examination on Monday. I don't know what the test will be about.
What is the best response to the woman's statement? A. You know that I hate tests. B. I don't want to fail the test. C. You don't need to take the test. D. Thanks for reminding me about the test. E. Perhaps we could prepare for the test together.
Practice 3. Directions. You will hear some conversations spoken in English. You will be asked to answer the questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. The conversations and the questions will not be printed in your test book and will be spoken only once. Select the best response to each question and mark the letter A, B, C, D, or E. Number 1. Why don't we go to the mall, Roy?
No, I'd rather not. I don't have any money these days. What about going to the library? Remember, we have to finish our writing project.
Why not? Let's go there. After we finish doing the project, we could go to the coffee lounge.
Yes, I'd love to.
What does the man suggest?
Number 2. What are you planning to do this weekend?
Nothing. Why?
What about watching a movie? My dad bought me a new film.
That sounds a good idea. What film?
It's non-stop, starring Liam Neeson.
It's said that the film is wonderful. I can't wait to see it.
What does the man suggest to the woman? Number 3. Let's go to the cinema, Anne.
That sounds a good idea. What is showing today?
It's Gladiator and Kung Fu Panda. What about watching Gladiator?
No, I don't like violent films. Why don't we watch Kung Fu Panda? I hear it's quite a funny film.
All right. Shall we have dinner before watching the film?
Sure, that sounds great. We could go to Siddhana restaurant.
It's great. See you there at 6 p.m.
See you then.
What does the woman suggest? Number 4. Should I buy a car or a motorcycle?
I suggest you get your own motorcycle.
Why?
You know, traffic is getting worse today. Riding a motorcycle can save your time. Besides, I can borrow it from you.
What does the woman recommend to the man? Number 5. Do you still remember Desi?
Of course, we were close friends at school. Why?
Her business is very successful nowadays.
Really? I didn't know about that because I haven't seen her for years. But last time I called her, she said she was very busy on her new project.
Maybe you should ask her to eat out. She likes crabs very much.
That's a good idea.
What does the man suggest to the woman?
Number 6. Hey, Danu, how are you doing?
I'm just fine.
By the way, are you free this weekend?
Yeah, it seems I have nothing to do.
How about going to a museum?
Sure, Deanne. What museum do you have in mind?
Well, how about the National Museum? Ancient coins from around the world are going to be exhibited.
That sounds good.
What does the woman suggest to the man? Number 7. Our company is having a serious problem. Productivity is going down. The company is planning to fire some of us. I'm worried about losing the job.
Perhaps you should look for a new job, Anna.
I think so.
At the same time, you should try hard to keep your current job. Finding a new job is harder when you're unemployed, isn't it?
What else can I do?
Why don't you talk to your supervisor? You could ask for his feedback on your work and ask for his advice for your improvements.
Thanks for your suggestion, Don.
Why does the woman worry about her job?
Number 8. What shall we buy for Dad's birthday?
Why don't we buy him a football jersey?
No, Dad has hated football since our TV was broken. What about getting him a new TV?
Oh no. I don't think that's a good idea. It's too expensive. Let's get him a toolkit. He likes to fix things, right?
Yes, it really is a good idea.
Why does the woman refuse the man's suggestion? Number 9. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm swimming with a friend. Why don't you come with us?
I'm sorry, I'd rather not. I have to prepare for my presentation.
All right. I do hope you can join us another time.
Why does the man refuse the woman's suggestion?
Number 10. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
I'm going to the beach with some friends to fly kites.
That's lovely.
Yes, we will fly giant kites. Why don't you come with us? You'll meet many kite lovers and you'll see many beautiful kites flying in the sky.
I'd love to, but could you pick me up?
Certainly. I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock.
See you then.
What does the man suggest to the woman?